Hi guys, it's Christina from Redefined Creative, and I am back with a Wacky Wednesday layout for SpiegelMom Scraps. And today I am tackling Felicia's challenge over on our Facebook group. And for this challenge, she has challenged us to use some old products and some new products, as well as an old photo and a new photo. So for my new products, I am working with this new Dear Lizzy Saturday collection, and that's going to primarily be my new elements. And then I'm also going to pull in some old ones. So that blue and white paper is one of the ones from Dear Lizzy Saturday. That lime green paper that I am putting on top of it is definitely one of my old contributions. And this is from an old paper pad from, I believe, from Me and My Big Ideas, and the date on it was 2009. So definitely an old sheet of paper. And so I'm combining that with some of these new bright fun papers from the Saturday collection, like I said, from Dear Lizzy. And then I have pulled out that wild acrylic shape, and this is from an older Allie Edwards story kit that was the wild kit. And the two photos that I have pulled for this layout, the top one is my son Parker and I, and this is when he was about 6 months old and we were at Disneyland. And then the one on the bottom is also my son Parker. Now he is 9 years old, so this is a more recent picture. And so I wanted to kind of do a now and then type of layout. So I'm playing with this baker twine, trying to decide if I'm going to use it behind that wild title, and it ends up going away. I don't end up liking it. And the reason I'm going to place that wild there is because I'm going to create my title with it. And my title is just going to be One Wild Ride. And so there you can see I've pulled out some washi tape strips, and this is from an older Amy Tan collection. Not her newest release, but the one before it, Better Together, I believe. Actually, no, yes, I want to say Better Together. But I believe that it was a collection before that. Let me check, not sure. That one is from Finders Keepers. Finders Keepers. Alright, so then I have pulled out these navy blue sticker letters, and they are from one of my Hip Kit clubs, and it's an older one. I believe they were in the May kit. So that my whole title reads One Wild Ride. And the reason I went with this kind of blocky design is because I knew I had a lot of journaling that I wanted to add. So what you're watching me do right now is I am taking my Slick Writer Project Life pen, and I am adding some detail to those little chipboard shapes that came out of that Saturday collection. And I'm using the 6 and the 9, so I added 6 months old and 9 years old. And I'm going to put those in the two corners of my photos to kind of designate it's the same kiddo, just several years later. And the journaling for this layout is kind of like a letter to my son, and so I'm going to read that real quick for you while I also go through on this layout and pull out some of these puffy sticker arrows to use. And it just says, life with you has always been one wild adventure after another. You have definitely inherited your mom's wanderlust gene and are always ready for the next big experience. You are growing into such an incredible young man already. I can't wait to see what the future holds for you. I love how similar, and how different, you are from me. You take so many more chances and always look for ways to overcome your fears, show amazing character, and gain new knowledge. I am so very proud to be your mom. Always have been, always will. Love, Mom. And so that's the journaling. And yes, it is kind of long, which is why I went with the design that I went with, so that I had tons of space to put it. And I just typed it up in Word and printed it out and then cut it into word strips. And right now what you're seeing me do is going through the Dear Lizzy ephemera pack. This is also from that new Saturday collection. And I'm trying to find just some little ephemera that I'm going to kind of layer up over there on the side to fill up that little weird space that my journaling created. And so I've pulled those 3 different little pieces, and I'm going to end up using just the very edge of them, and then I'm also going to use the rest of them, the rest of the edge that I cut off because it goes off the page, and it's going to go up towards the top. So I'm going to have an embellishment cluster that I create up there as well. And so right now I'm just working on placing that little strip, and then as well as these little admit one tickets. And then I'm also going to put that green ticket over the top. And I pulled out also from the Allie Edwards Story Kit, the Wild Edition. I pulled out those little white phrase stickers, and I'm going to grab one of those to include on that little cluster as well. And the one that I grabbed just says Lifetime of Adventure, and so you'll see me add that here in a second. And there you see I'm adding those embellishment clusters up at the top. So I've got my little leftover pieces of tickets, those are all going in there. And now you're going to go ahead and see me add that little white sticker. I'm looking for the phrase that I want to use. Lifetime Adventure is perfect since this is kind of talking about his lifetime to this point. And I'm just going to trim the edge real quick, and then I'm going to grab my tiny attacher and add some staples over on that side just to kind of add some extra detail. And then I also go through and add some up at the top. And then you're going to see I like that little scallopy edge, but now I am searching through the ephemera pack because I know that I saw another little edge, and it's actually bright gold metallic, and I didn't want that, so I just flipped it over and I'm using the white side instead. And that actually works really well with the colors in this background pattern paper, so I liked the white better than the metallic anyway. And so this is, like I said, this is for Felicia's new and old challenge. So new and old products and a new and old photo. And it was really fun creating, kind of pulling out some of the oldest stuff in my stash, but then also getting to play with the brand new products. And I don't do a lot of this combining old and new photos, so I was really excited about that. I did go ahead and add some little sequin details there at the end, and they are from A Mermaid's Tale. And that's going to do it for this layout. I really hope you enjoyed it and that you will play along with Felicia's challenge as well and share your project with us so we can see it. And I'll see you again for Wacky Wednesday next week. Bye!